Hello there, my beautiful Geminis. What's good? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, Gemini, let's see what's going on for my beautiful Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. What are the messages for Gemini at this time? Spiritual, love, finance, career, home, life, family, whatever needs to show up, show us the messages for Gemini, please. Just want to say, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me, of course, and I do sincerely appreciate you guys and love you all so much. I think you guys are awesome and amazing. All right, one more shuffle. All right, so let's pull out. We have the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius is showing up here for some of you. The Ace of Wands, another beautiful Wands energy showing up, Aries, Leo, Sag. Six of Pentacles in the reverse with Taurus energy. You do have some moon vibes, okay, under these two, so we'll tap into that as well. The Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, what is going on? And we have the Knight. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is kind of wild a little bit, Gemini. Oh, that's my cat in the background. So wow. Somebody feels empty without the other person right now. There's an energy coming through in terms of love, romance, relationships. Very powerful energy with this Ace of Cups. Excuse me. All right, my beautiful gems, let's get started for real. So with the Ace of Cups, overall here, there's a blockage, okay, in the spiritual area, like in the emotional sense of self here, okay. There could be just kind of maybe a lack of or blockage of spiritual fulfillment as well. So something is just feeling like ridiculously off, especially when it comes to your intuition as well. And especially for you Geminis, you might feel a little disconnected from like your practices, your spiritual practices, or you might be finding some things challenging to tap into, okay? Especially when it comes to your intuition, like you just feel like, it just feels like there's an energy here that could be kind of a little distracting, or there could be something distracting you quite a bit, okay? But I feel like you're lacking some inspiration right now for some reason, all right? There's a in terms of a relationship, there's an emotional withdrawal as well, Gemini. So I don't know if you're like kind of having like personal like issues here, like dealing with your like things you just kind of don't want to talk to anybody about, but there's a lack of emotional fulfillment also coming through with that, okay? Communications here, or feeling like kind of communication has not felt like it's like nourishing, okay? So there's like a lack of feeling loved, okay, or feeling tended to. And there's my cat. This is like the second. Wow. Banana. Nini. Here we go. See what she wants to do. All right, stay right there. Right there. Right there. Okay. Make sure you can still see these, Gemini. All right. I kind of relocated my nook area in the house, so it's just is all kind of new and cute where we are, and she's very happy about that and very cozy about it. All right, so again, with the Ace of Cups, it does feel like there's kind of a sense of dissatisfaction. It could also feel like a person that you feel like you were spiritually connected to, intuitively aligned with, has kind of been a little detached, okay? The Nine of Wands here, I feel like there could be a period where you're feeling like a little vulnerable right now, maybe a little defensive, protecting yourself, taking care of yourself, all right? It just feels like, the lack of sense of feeling emotionally connected or investing in anything that requires work right now is very amplified. And I feel like for a lot of you with this nine, it just feels like there could be just something here where you're feeling exhausted, actually. Or some of you could be very, very cautious, like you're very guarded, okay? Like you're very protective over your own energy. But there could be, because of that, and because you're heightened, your energy or anxiety is heightened, or kind of again overly alert about specific things in matters of love, relationship, relationships or even jobs. It's just kind of affecting your spiritual kind of growth here, okay? And for a lot of you, it just feels like, especially some of you, it feels like the fight is the fight, whatever fight you're feeling like you're in, fight with your friend, your best friend, your boyfriend, girlfriend, job, whatever fight you're feeling like you're struggling with right now, it's almost starting to feel like, you know, it's just like not worth it. You know what I mean? It just feels like there's a lot of betrayal here, like sensitive energies and sense of betrayal. Somebody makes you feel very insecure for some reason, and you're like having a really hard time. Like trust is like the biggest issue right now. Okay, trust is like the biggest issue. I feel like you're also kind of feeling like constantly kind of trying to have ambitions when it comes to like work or like finances, but then it also feels like it's an uphill battle. So there's just a little bit of kind of like a little bit of a setback when we kind of think about these two cards already. All right. You know, again, it just feels for some of you, it feels like maybe somebody could be kind of trying to also sabotage you, or put you in a place where you're like always stressing and wondering, you know, like just kind of somebody's putting you like in a tense spot. Okay. The the Ace of Wands is here. All right, and with this beautiful ace, I love the Ace of Wands. You know, just release the fear, have faith. All right, your passion is there, your passion is strong. And release the fear of starting something new, okay? Starting a new spiritual journey, starting a new relationship, starting a new job. Release the fear of that. Don't hold yourself back. All right, especially and also when it comes to like spirituality, for those of you like, you know, it just kind of gets you back in a place where you can like practice just letting go of like the old unfulfilling things that don't fill your bucket, things that just don't make sense. You don't have to stay attached to them because something says so. You know, you could literally allow yourself so you can make room for new stuff, you know, new stuff, because there's a lot of new things coming in here. All right, but there's impulsivity here when it comes to relationships and beginning things. So I feel like you or somebody could be in an impulsive energy where at the beginning of the relationships there's like a set perhaps patterns or behaviors that, you know, you kind of go through, or like some type of a cycle. So just kind of allow yourself to focus on building the relationship, like with having like a solid foundation rather than chasing something new or somebody new or like a new relationship. But I also feel like you're dealing with an energy that has a fleeting energy, like fleeting passion. So this is somebody that's leaving things very on edge and very confusing for some of you. Okay. When it comes to work, you know, because the wands can also relate to business, just kind of again, if something is not sparking your passion, just like find a way to kind of find yourself in a better place, or release the work like efforts that are not yours. Like, you know, don't like take on too much, because it just, you don't want to lose the spark. Okay. And it's actually a great time right now with the Ace of Wands, because the Ace can be, you know, indicative of new beginnings. But there could be like literally like a new financial opportunity here coming through for you, or even like a career opportunity. Okay, like you could literally start something new on your own and just go like follow your passion as well. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles is here. Oh my gosh, I love this cat. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we were Ace of Wands. So we have the Six of Pentacles here, and that's in the reverse. And again, I feel like there's a sense here of sharing some knowledge. Somebody's holding something back, though. Somebody's withholding something that feels like it's important. And, you know, whether it's knowledge, information, insight, something that's very helpful. But I feel like there's a need to balance giving and receiving anyway. So I feel like you're not like, you know, if somebody's not going to be open or somebody's going to hold something back, that's fine. You're like, you know, you're going to you know, you're gonna just kind of focus on your own independence here, excuse me, and don't be too kind. I feel like there's somebody that is breadcrumbing you though, and I feel like whatever new situations happening here, whether it's a new relationship or trying something new with somebody, you know, there could be again some type of an imbalance here, because there could be some type of a codependency. So it just again comes across to kind of have where like contributions are equal. Otherwise you're gonna keep feeling like you're on guard, and you have to protect your heart and your feelings, your emotions, and you kind of always want to clean up, like you're gonna end up cleaning up somebody else's mess in that sense. Okay. But I do feel like there's a great opportunity coming here for you financially. But again, it's gonna have to do with like balancing things. So, but for some of you, literally your new venture could just be like working from home, starting your own new job. I'm doing some type of freelance work, something where you can kind of, create your own income flow. So that could be coming here for a lot of you with that as well. All right. But just kind of do some research, please. Do not just go take an opportunity and apply and sign up for it. Do the research on whatever it is, and do not invest any money up front first. You gotta always start with something that you're okay and comfortable with. Don't let anyone sell you in on anything. So just be careful because it's in the reverse, okay? The Seven of Pentacles is here in the reverse. I feel like, overall energy here that you're going to be pulling in is you're going to need to focus on patience. Like basically harness the energy of patience, allow yourself the spiritual growth that we need because the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. And I feel like just kind of, avoid the temptation in things. Avoid the temptation in rushing into something that could kind of slow something else down for you, okay? And just keep things in a very comfortable pace for you. That way you're not feeling rushed. Because it's about the journey, okay? It's not about the destination. It's about, I guess, the journey, as they say, right? Um, but here I feel like there's a time to grow for you. Somebody here wants to grow something with you, but they're having a hard time. Long-term, relationships right now are feeling like they're kind of not necessarily feasible or ideal for somebody. It just feels like something is very dissatisfying right now, and one person is doing more of the work than the other person. Okay, with this Three of Pentacles here, this is a Capricorn energy, by the way. There's a lot of reflections taking place here. I feel like there's just something here where a sense of kind of putting together something to grow something is like very tempting. Like again, either starting a new business, a spiritual path, a journey, or something, anything related to something that you want to grow and nourish. Like there's a time and effort right now to kind of start putting that to work. I feel like, in terms of like I said, we were talking about the Ace of Wands and the opportunity for new venture and stuff. This card just says, hey, be careful, have a plan, have a blueprint, right? Pay attention to what you need first. Don't, like, for example, quit a job before you get another one, or don't quit a job and then go, figure out where you are, have that plan, and then go plan, put it to work, just so that you can have some type of sustainable, like, stability. I feel like there's a partnership here that's going to be coming through for you. It's going to be collaborative, okay? It's going to be a good thing, but I feel like, there's in terms of relationships, even with the Ace of Wands, even with partnerships, okay, it's just like communication and collaboration seems to be super important. That way you're not overthinking stuff or like kind of feeling guarded all the time. All right, so with the Knight of Cups here, I love this Knight. I think it's a beautiful card. There's a romantic proposal coming your way here. I feel like somebody wants to deepen an emotional connection with you. And you're on an intuitive journey, and I feel like the intuition is strong. Intuitively, somebody is being guided. The reversal of the Ace of Cups is what they want to fix. I feel like they want to come in forward and kind of fill the cup with you together. I feel like this is somebody that really has reflected on the past. And I feel like there could be they have a way to grow and enhance things here. It might not be for everybody, but I also feel like that for a lot of you here, there's a way to kind of go towards a path that's going to be emotionally fulfilling, not just spiritually, but also financially. So there's something here that's going through in your mind here, beautiful Gemini, and I feel like there's a lot of thinking at work. But overall, I feel like there's positivity here. I feel like the biggest thing, though, is to kind of remember that the imbalances here in the Six of Pentacles can come up, okay? And also like relationships. Just kind of don't allow yourself to be exploited to unfairness. And if you're catching somebody and you're thinking logically and everything, you're realizing, oh, somebody's trying to pull a fast one, like, don't be misled. Like, be very careful, because I feel like the biggest thing here, a lot of things are kind of like, there's just not apprehension, but there's just a lot of things here that kind of put you to place for whatever reason that you're feeling like you can't trust people right now. And so it just the feelings of misled is something that you want to also avoid, especially if you're feeling like you can't, especially if you're feeling like you can't trust. All right. So I feel like, awesome overall, though, this card is just kind of Six of Pentacles talking about issues of this, like codependency and dependency, okay? Not full deceit, like cheating or anything bad, but over reliance and over, like, somebody's just like, it's just like it just feels like somebody's just kind of giving and the other person, but they're not receiving. The person's giving is not receiving. And so you got to be very careful. All right. All right, Gemini. Well, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this reading. I appreciate your time. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.